Hey everyone, it's Cabby. I'm gonna cast the second game here. I'm full of toaster strudels, so I'm in a much better mood now, even though Fraps fucked me. So we've got game number 2 between Leenock and Naniwa. Leenock up here, spawning pretty much like 12 o'clock, blue Zerg, and Naniwa spawning at like 2:30-ish, maybe 2, I don't know, whatever that is our red Protoss. Um, So we'll see what it's like. I mean, the last game was pretty cool. We had that sort of roach almost all in type style from Leenock. Oh, I should mention too, Leenock's playing under the name Timber because that's what the event organizers had set up for him at this tournament. But yeah, so it's Leenock and Naniwa. So yeah, last game we saw that roach push from Leenock, pretty cool, but made a few mistakes off the start. So Naniwa kind of knew it was coming. I think we're going to see the same thing under Naniwa because he's got his Nanny Wall started, his first pylon out here by his natural expansion, and he'll use that to create a wall with his Nexus that he's going to put out here. See if Leenock's got anything new coming on. We're up to 13 supply count. Puts down his gas first, and then we should see a pool, I believe, at 14 or 15. I forget his build here if he's doing sort of a similar one to last time, so we'll have to keep an eye. Still at 14. There's the yeah, so it's 14 pool on that one, but after his gas has been down, so he does a gas first 14 pool, which is pretty interesting. I mean, the last game he did that as well, and it ended up with him going with that huge roach army. So we'll see what he does this time. Oh, cool! We've got Naniwa doing the old expansion cock block, which he loves to do. He will not let anyone near it. Here we've got Leenock spotting that. Expansion first. So right now, I mean, Naniwa's got such an original style of play. First he does his pylon. His second building is a Nexus. His third is a Forge. Fourth is another pylon, and then he's going to move into Gateway and Cybernetics Core. But otherwise, he is just probing up. He's also going to have a Photon Cannon in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but it'll be a Photon Cannon once the Forge finishes. So just a really cool style. I mean, it gives him a really strong economy off the start, but I mean, he's got to rely on his skill. Oh, cancels a building. I guess he put it in the wrong spot there. But he's got to rely on his skill and his cannon placement to sort of defend his army. So here comes our first little push. We've got 4 Zerglings coming down. Naniwa still dancing around with this drone, not allowing the expansion. Look at this, queuing it up, just not allowing the expansion to happen. These 4 might cause a little bit of trouble because this isn't done yet. Here they come. Oh, the probes are able to stop them. Perfect timing on that. And losing one probe, not terrible. Canceling that there. A lot of cancels from. Oh, I guess he's doing that just to prevent the Zerglings from being able to attack this directly from the front or escape out the back. So that's right. Naniwa will do that. He'll use buildings really effectively as sort of a wall in point or like a block, and then cancel them if he doesn't actually need them. So there's the Cybernetics Core coming in. We've got our first defensive unit coming in. Leenock parking up here because he can't really park down here because of this little guy, and he's got his expansion on the way. So it'll be interesting to see if he cancels this as well because it is a similar build. We've got our Roach Warren coming in. If he's going to cancel, we should see it soon. I think, yeah, he's going to let this one finish, and he's doing 5 roaches this time instead of his, I think it was 8 he had last time. So just a different opening. We've got some units passing each other here a little bit. Not interested in engagement or chasing them down, I guess. Here's a little bit. I guess that cannon can't quite reach over here, so he's gonna have to be careful with them though, because those probes will clean up these Zerglings nicely. Looks like he's losing his zealot up here. Down below here, we've got, looks like Leenock being very patient, able to take out 1 drone and 2 drones without losing any Zerglings, which is nice, and that Stalker is able to chase them away. So some more Photon Cannons in here for defense. Big push coming down here from Leenock, which, let's see what he's... I mean, he's got the cybernetics core here. Let's see if he ignores it this time. First thing he targets. That's a little more like it, Leenock. Going straight for that. If he can get it down, which it doesn't look like he's going to have any resistance, he's going to delay that warp gate research and really put Naniwa behind. So I like that. I like that a lot. He's learning from his past sort of attempts. Now this will be interesting because, I mean, he's got a lot of roaches down here, and Naniwa has got 3 units to defend with, not including probes. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it goes. But the Stalker can outrange and I guess, speed the roaches when they're off creep. So this will be really interesting. He's got 1 down, 2 down, and 6 left. Sorry. So it'll be interesting to see if he can defend this with just the Stalker. I mean, the micro here is so intense. Look at the Stalker. I mean, he's got to be so careful because if that Stalker gets caught, ooh, that was close. If that Stalker gets caught by these roaches, he's in a lot of trouble. Looks like we're about to see another one fall here. Nice split, but still taking it down. 5 left, and still targeting them. Does not want to let these leave alive. Poking at any one of them that he can. And he's got to watch for the really damaged. There's a really damaged one here. I mean, 79. Oh, this one here is very low. Gets a second Stalker out. Takes that one out, down to 4. So using only 1 Stalker and a little bit of support from the sentries, he's able to take on, I think it was 8 roaches and kill 4 of them. So epic micro from Naniwa just keeps him in the game, but he's still behind because he lost that warp gate research from his cybernetics core. So he's going to be using chrono boosts from both his nexuses to get him back in this. We've got air units coming in, so it's going to be some harassment happening up here, which of course Naniwa loves to harass with the air units. Look at that drift that he's got going on there. Now he's got to get away because he can't take on all of these queens with just those 2 air units, so he's got to wait for some backup to come in. Naniwa is so good with air units. You really have to watch and defend well because, especially something like this, if there's no queens around, just kiss a few of those goodbye, which I think we might be seeing right now. There goes one. Oh no! Nice transfuse saves, but Naniwa begins the lift there to see if he can take out a queen, but I guess he leaves it and decides to go another day. We've got Pylon coming in here. I'm going to pop up the production tab. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to even put the named tabs up here. But the production tab shows that we've got some ground upgrades coming. Got another Phoenix coming in. We're doing some warpins on the high ground here. Let's see what else we've got. So ground armies heading over this way, checking for expansions, I'm guessing. I think he just revealed that these were here, which is a bit of a mistake. I mean, at this point, another warpin of Zealots would have been really nice. But I guess still he's clearing out the Zergling count. Probably killed the 5 or 6, 7 of them maybe, which is good. And then building up his ground army here. So the air forces are getting actually fairly scary. A lot of air units here. So by supply blocking Leenock here with those air units, Leenock right now is going, you know what, I gotta deal with those air units. I've gotta, kind of make them, and here's where I'm getting at, but he's saying I've gotta make those just leave me the fuck alone. So he's been forced into Hydras, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, Hydras are still a really strong unit, but it's not something that you want to be forced into. So I guess Naniwa is able to sort of control the pace of the game. And yeah, and the style of gameplay. So, and all that with just 6 air units. And yeah, I mean, even last game though. I mean, if you guys, I don't know if you guys all watched the last game too, but there's 2 games. This is the second game, and I don't think that Naniwa lost a single air unit in the last game, and he hasn't lost one in this one yet. He's just so good at controlling them and microing them. I'm guessing in this one he's eventually going to lose them because there's just a ridiculous amount of Hydras here, and we've got an infestation pit on the way, and they're just going to get caught. And there's no need for them at this point because there's not much they can do against this many Hydras. So I don't know. We might see them sort of fall by the wayside and have Naniwa not really care about them as much. So this is looking like a pretty ridiculous army here. Yeah, pretty big army coming in. So got his little ball of Protoss units here, but probably going to be difficult to defend. Look at this, attacking from up here. Probably see some force fields as soon as these zealots drop. There they come. Force fields are up, so kind of preventing these Hydras from attacking what ground units we have left. A nice reinforcement warp in here, pulling them back a little bit. Going to lose the forge, but able to cancel the upgrade that was on there just in time. And it scares that army away. So, no, it scares the army away. We got reinforcements coming down. Let's see what both players are up to. We've got Glial Reconstitution, so might see some Burrow Roach play, and we've got Colossi taking the field. So this is the first Colossus out. Big opening here for Naniwa, and he doesn't like those, so we might see him re-wall that. Here's the Infestors on the field. Got Thermal Lance coming in. Macro Hatchery up here. I mean, this is actually a scary base. This is his 5th hatchery on his, his 4th hatchery, sorry, on his 3rd base. So trying to pick off that Overlord, but just not able to. Lost most of his air units in that last push. I think he lost 3 or 4 Phoenixes in that last push, just because he had to sort of distract, and the rest of them. But he had to distract Leenock from the ground army, because that ground army was just not sufficient to deal with the amount of units that Leenock had. So, and he did a good job with it too. I mean, he knew the units are kind of useless at this point because, or I guess in a 1-to-1 battle against this type of Hydralist count, you're just going to lose them anyway. So effective use of them in the end. We've got some spine crawlers coming down here, which is an interesting choice. I wonder why here. I guess just to prevent from building his army up here and walking kind of around and close, or from blinking up. I don't know. That's a bit awkward to me. I don't know why he did that, but to each his own, I guess. Focusing down those overlords again. He loves to do that. And here we go. Big engagement here. Great force fields. Able to sort of cut that army big time in half here. And some great fungals going down. Let's see how the unit count's looking here. Able to kill a lot of Leenock's units, but he had a pretty good storage of resources, so he's able to rebuild those pretty quickly. Naniwa down by about 24 supply right now. Reinforcements coming up. Pushing really hard right now. I don't know why he's pushing so hard back into his base here with no force fields that he can put down. So he's fungled now, he's stuck. Look at the great concave we have here. I think that this might be a big turnaround point here. I don't know why he pushed that far forward. I mean, he has no force fields, no way to cut the army. Maybe he didn't realize how large of a force Leenock had, but Leenock definitely coming out on top here, especially with Corruptors here. They'll be able to chase all of these down. Look at this hero drone too, just taking out Colossus. Just taking out one Colossus. Oh, I didn't get to see if he had a kill count. Oh, there's another one, another hero drone. So just pulling drones right now. Looks like we have 5 stalkers and 2 zealots left with 1 Colossus, and that is it. What are these guys doing? Distance mining? Does he have... Oh my gosh, Naniwa is on 1 base right now. That is a huge slip up. He did not expand, and he has nowhere to expand to unless he goes way down south. I think that we're going to see a GG soon. I mean, there's no way that he's coming back from this. He forgot to expand, I guess? Like, what was he thinking? All these probes are going to be dying, like now. So there goes all of that. And there's the GG. Wow, so there we got to see, I guess, Naniwa just fall behind. He didn't expand. So, I mean, what are you going to do? When you don't expand, you can't keep up, especially to a Zerg player. With 4 or 5 hatcheries. By the end, he had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hatcheries. So, well, pretty cool game nonetheless. I love watching these guys play. So subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm gonna cast that next one right now, so that'll have 3 of them up, and I'll do the other ones tomorrow, probably. All right. So I look forward to that, and we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.